Pennsylvania, and Sabatini.
I'm Patrick Sabatini. I train out of Daniel Gracie and Team Marquez MMA. I'm a UFC featherweight, and I've been training since I was 6 years old. Right now, I'm a first-degree black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. I started at a very young age. It's definitely my favorite aspect of mixed martial arts.
Why do you love JJ, and why do you think it's important as a UFC fighter?
I think all forms of grappling are important, but I think Jiu-Jitsu has that finishing aspect where you can finish a fight from on top, on your back. Doesn't matter. It's all about getting the finish. That's what Jiu-Jitsu is about.
What's it like being on Team Daniel Gracie?
It means, everything. When one person wins, the whole team wins. We're one big family, and we support each other. I'm just so lucky to be a part of this team.
Talk to us about that. Like, do you guys drill together and train together?
We're together inside the gym, outside the gym. It's very, it's like a family. We go out to eat together. We joke around with each other. We're always pushing each other. We're all involved in each other's lives.
So what is it like training under Daniel Gracie?
Oh, it's a complete honor. I met Daniel in 2013. Started training with him around that time, and he's taken my jiu-jitsu and my mixed martial arts game to another level. And I'm forever thankful to Daniel. He's not easy. I get yelled at a lot, but for good purpose.
What's it like for you to be a freaking UFC fighter?
It's still setting in for me, man. It's still hasn't really sunk in that I got to the UFC. About to go into my 5th fight in the UFC. I just try to stay present, stay humble, just keep grinding and keep demanding more of myself. I don't really dwell on it, but it's definitely, one of my dreams fulfilled.
Take us through your path. How did you become a UFC fighter? How'd you get your contract?
So basically, I lost my title for CFFC. I came back a couple fights, won my title back, and then I responded to a 6-day call, short notice fight for the UFC. Had to lose 26 pounds in 6 days or something like that. It was definitely tough. Got down there, my opponent ended up missing weight, so that got my foot in the door, and then a couple months later, I had my first UFC fight.
Articulate the details. What was that like, that first walkout?
Oh man, it was like thunder. You could hear all the fans rumbling. It was down in Jacksonville. It was the first card that was, after the quarantine that had fans. So it was super packed. It's different walking out in front of that much people compared to your local shows, but it gave me chills up my spine for sure.
What would you say is your proudest accomplishment or memory in the UFC?
Proudest accomplishment, definitely getting a performance of the night bonus when I got to finish with my 2nd fight in UFC by heel hook. That definitely was a moment for me. Never thought I could, get that in my 2nd fight, but it's definitely something I'll never forget. I fought Jamal Emmers last August, and we were going at it. He ended up catching me with I think a small short uppercut. We both hit the floor. A couple exchanges happened. He was going for a toe hold. I was going for a heel hook, and sunk my hips in and secured the inside heel hook, and it was over.
How big is it for a fighter to get fight of the night? Not just money wise, but just kudos and respect.
It was an experience. I got to meet Dana White personally for the first time. Got to talk to him. It was like something I could only dream of, but it was reality.
Obviously, the UFC has a video game. Are you going to play yourself in a UFC game?
Hopefully in the future, I would like to do that.
Would you play yourself? Because when I talk to Andre doesn't want to play himself. He wants to fight himself.
I'd probably fight myself too.
Okay. Your credentials as a fighter and as a martial artist?
Absolutely. Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. I'm a black belt. I won Pan American Championships as a brown belt. I wrestled in college, Division I college at Ryder. Wrestled throughout my high school. I was the first person in my high school to get over 100 wins. I did combat sambo. I took 2nd at the World Cup. Took 1st at the President's Cup. Amateur, I was 12-1 as an amateur. I held 7 belts, and as a pro, I was the CFFC champion. And now hold a 17-3 record and 4-0 in the UFC.
You had to go through adversity and struggles and disappointment. Talk about that.
Oh man, adversity is what made me who I am today. I dislocated this elbow, this shoulder in a fight where I lost my title. I thought it was over for a while, but You know, my team, my coaches, my teammates, my family, my girlfriend, all stood by me, helped me regather myself. And I got up and I came back, and now here I am in the UFC. All hardships are temporary if you have the will, and you have to persist. You have to be persistent. Keep grinding, keep going for it. That will get you past any form of adversity.
Do you feel like you're in harmony with yourself? Like, how do you have that balance?
Absolutely. You know, I think it's very important to have, you know, both sides of the coin. You got to be able to turn it on and turn it off. One thing that I really utilize a lot in training camp and outside of training camp with the sport and with life in general is meditation. You know, being able to be in control of my thoughts, control my emotions, and, you know, turn it on, turn it off the right times. Meditation is it's not something you have to do for hours, but, you know, like 10 minutes a day is all you need. Just I do a lot of guided meditations where I listen to someone who's going to guide me through, like for example, like a visualization. If I have a fight coming up, I'll visualize what it feels like to win that fight over and over and over again. And, you know, that it's like the law of attraction. It will come true. Believe in it. I know it sounds like, oh, you know, you're just closing your eyes and, you know, thinking, but it's a lot deeper than that.
Okay, so what motivates you? What drives you? What's important to you?
So my team, my coaches, my family, my girlfriend are the world to me. I want to just, you know, make them proud. I want to make myself proud, and I just want to make a name for myself in the sport. There's only one thing I do when I'm not in here, and not tending to, you know, like chores or like paying bills or whatever, fishing. So if you're a jiu-jitsu practitioner, you know, looking to get into MMA, my suggestion would be to compete as much as possible and learn to become comfortable with competing. And that's going to, you know, excel your skills in jiu-jitsu and help you prepare more for, you know, that walk to the cage.